Hello, I'm connecting with you guys today to bring you a pick a card of messages that you're ready to receive. What is coming for you with this Mercury retrograde energy that we're going to be starting as of April 1st. We usually start to see it a couple of days before then. Even if you see this video after, that's okay. Trust your intuition that you came across it for a reason. I'm going to have 3 different options, shuffling 3 different decks. Option number 1 is going to be with this Angelite crystal. I don't know the name of that deck. Option number 2, this is from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And the crystal that I'm picking for this one is black tourmaline. And then last but not least, these are 2 decks mixed in one. Don't remember the names, but this one is going to be with the peony, Huayuro, with the horseshoe. Trust your intuition. This Mercury retrograde, what is it bringing to you? What shadow work? What are we facing? What's something that maybe we don't want to see or hear? What is something that's coming for us? Regardless, I trust that you picked this video for a reason, and let's see what's coming up. I will leave the timestamps down below. Thank you for the energy exchange. And let's get started. Alrighty. We're going to get started with option number 1. This is my magical Angelite. There we go. Angelite is definitely a crystal that helps us with connecting more with our spirit guides, our ancestors, our dreams. This is a deck that's all about our ancestors. I don't remember the name of it, but it definitely always gives us the energy of what do we need to hear? What is this Mercury retrograde bringing up for you guys? I'm definitely connecting with an energy of like old people, old lovers. More necessarily for this option, it's definitely more like energy in love. I'm hearing your guides say maybe true happiness is when we're happy with ourselves. I feel like for many of you, you might be bringing something. Might be bringing. All right, I'm feeling Mercury retrograde because I'm stuttering with my words. As you know, Mercury retrograde rules the planet of Mercury, which is all about communication. So you might have some problems with your phone, with the media. Excuse me, I'm releasing. I keep seeing 1990. I don't know if that's a number that's significant for you. Maybe somebody from that era. It's definitely something that you're ending so you can start something new. I'm hearing from your guides, your ancestors say like we have many soulmates in this lifetime. You just got to believe it that other people can come into your life and you can find other people that will see you for who you are, that will love you for who you are. I keep seeing like a rainbow come out, like the rainbow come out at the end of the tunnel. I do feel like this Mercury retrograde, for many of you that picked option number 1, you are very overwhelmed right now with a decision that you need to make or that you needed to make. Your guides are saying like find your tribe, find who makes you happy. And that's great. Maybe we are redefining relationships in your life, but you need to do more things that make you happy, that fulfill you. Memories from the past. There's a lot of what if that this Mercury retrograde might bring to you, because you might start to question like, what if I would have done this before? But your ancestors are saying this is what you needed to do. This Mercury retrograde energy is also going to put you in a pause place. I feel like you're needing to stop. If you notice, all of these women, and regardless how you identify by gender, none of these messages are ever intended with a gender base, but all of these women have their eyes closed. There's many cards in this deck, not just women and not just women with their eyes closed, but there's something you're not wanting to see. And in a big thing that I always remember Mercury retrograde as, one of my maestras, my teachers would say, look at Mercury retrograde as you being reminded, like you're trying to move on with life, trying to do something next. But then here comes your guides, your angels, your ancestors, and they're like, hey, wait a minute. You can't move on. You have something pending, something from the past. And that's for many of you. There's somebody in your life or no longer in your life that you wanted to understand, but they don't even understand their own selves. I feel like this Mercury retrograde, your guides are really encouraging, and your ancestors spend more time with yourself in solitude. There's reorganization that you're needing to do in your life, not for others, but for yourself. Ground yourself. Yeah, and you might be in your thoughts a lot. Reach out. We know you're reaching out right now for help. Due to the current situation, support is as much about the physical act of accepting help where offered as it is about emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it is presented to you. As I said that I saw the number 555. Maybe you're seeing that angel number. Maybe you're going to start to see it. There's unexpected help from many different places. Now is the moment where you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it. And you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Many of you, I just noticed that there's the peacock feathers. Peacock feathers, that peacock spirit animal. I have one right here on my desk. I think you could see it. All about abundance, protection. In relationships is about you have to find yourself first. And I feel like that's a deep message. And if this message does not resonate for love for you guys, what is that relationship? It could be with a parent. I get a lot of mother energy. You might be remothering yourself, reparenting yourself. There might be a relationship with your mother that brought a lot of trauma, a lot of fears, a lot of insecurities, and those eventually projected into others. You projected those insecurities into others. And I feel like this moment in silence, yeah, because look at what the bottom of the deck, it's asking you to spend more time with yourself. It's asking you to honor your body, your soul, your mind. You've been losing yourself in the last couple of years of just seeking others to make you happy and to validate you. No, you have to trust yourself. I'm going to grab one more deck for this option. This is definitely a message that I feel like your ancestors want to tell you, that this Mercury retrograde, be okay if you're spending some time alone, and be okay if you're feeling like, I can't find yet the answers on why I'm feeling like this, why certain things didn't work out, but just trust that that's what needed to happen. Trust that what you needed to do, it was for yourself, not for others. This Mercury retrograde, for many of you that picked option number 1, this is a stone that connects you more with your guides, trusting more, your intuition, your crown chakra. I definitely feel like you definitely need some quiet time so you can recharge your batteries, your soul. Let me end with these 3 cards. Thank you for the energy exchange. Please, I ask that you subscribe. If you find that this resonates for you, leave a comment. I'm also always posting now on TikTok and on Instagram. I appreciate your support. Have an amazing Mercury retrograde. Let yourself be in the moment. One saying I love to say is face it until you embrace it. Don't be scared of Mercury retrograde. Whatever it comes out of the dark, let it come out. So it can't hold you back anymore. You're ready for more. If you're letting go of a relationship, don't let those people that didn't serve you and you couldn't serve them as they wanted you to hold you back. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs change? Yeah. And look at how this woman, the glass is shattering. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Doing things different for yourself. Nurturing this new version of you. I keep hearing from your guides, you're about to close the cycle. Keep going. And yes, when you're getting to the end of that cycle, we feel like, oh, we lost it. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. But you're doing it for you. Last card. Imrama. What are you being called to journey to? I love this for you. One needs what's no longer in alignment. Create your own heaven, your own happiness. And then here you are embarking into a new journey, a new kingdom, a new path. Many of you, I do feel like maybe by the end of the year, there's also something that's going to come up about your home situation. And if this Mercury retrograde, something comes up about your living situation, your home, how you're defining home, don't ignore it. because you're ready for more. Thank you for the energy exchange. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, blessings. Gracias. Alrighty, option number 2. My black tourmaline. And this is for the Shaman's Dream Oracle. What are you needing to hear during this Mercury retrograde? Oh, what's coming up? It feels like a lot is happening in your life. I feel like you just need to stop and catch your breath. Like, it's been heavy. Let me grab an incense because my incense is about to stop burning. And I feel that we're needing a little bit of clarity. I had a clarity incense that I grabbed a bit ago. But maybe we don't want to see that clarity that's being brought up for us. Because now I can't find it. The clarity incense that I wanted to turn on for you guys. So don't question this next cycle in your life, I'm hearing. Black tourmaline is a very grounding stone, very protective. It helps us. It's like a shield. It absorbs energy that no longer serves us. I feel like this Mercury retrograde stayed behind. So let's start with this one. Whale song. Resonating. Ooh. But for some of you, it's like you're really questioning also like this new version of yourself. The water element is calling you, your emotions, your feminine side. For many of you, this might be something with your womb healing. I connect with that. I keep hearing you have to forgive yourself so you can grow. You have to cleanse your energy. For some of you, this Mercury retrograde, it definitely feels heavy with somebody else's energy. So you might be needing to do some cord cutting, releasing someone energetically. If you haven't done so physically, like I really feel that you need to find like more connection with yourself. Those 2 cards jumped out. So let's see. Option number 2, Winter's Dream, gestation period, to be able to create something different in you. You know, one thing that I'm definitely picking up for option number 2 for this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be in your feelings a lot. So let yourself feel. We're just about to leave Pisces season. So for many of us, that has been so hard. But we're about to step into Aries season. Watchers, transpersonal. But it's like, to me, this gives me the energy of somebody climbing up a mountain and almost getting there to find your light. 666 might be significant, might be a number that you're already seeing. You're not alone. I feel like your ancestors are saying you need to cut ties with someone so you can find yourself. Run, I'm hearing from your ancestors. Run out of there. Become that version of you that you want to attract. It's like, I feel like some of you guys also, you're being encouraged. Face your current situation. Sacred contract. You're rewriting something. You're rewriting a contract to follow your soul, to believe in who you are, to trust in this next chapter. You've outgrown a version of you. You just have to believe it. You just have to accept it. And you might be in that transition period right now. And if in this Mercury retrograde, you just feel overwhelmed with emotions, with thoughts, let yourself feel those thoughts. Let yourself feel those emotions, but don't stay stuck there. For some of you, you might be feeling stuck. For some of you, you might be feeling like, I can't find myself. A little bit ago, I was looking for the spiritual wisdom incense and I couldn't find it. And I found it now. And literally, I was looking in a place that I just looked again. So I don't believe in coincidences. There's something you might not want to see, but it's there. Trust yourself in this next version of yourself. Some of you, you're being asked, like, where is it that you truly see yourself? This Mercury retrograde energy, you're facing a shadow. And maybe for the last 5 years, I keep feeling you became a person that you no longer are. So that's why a little bit ago, your guide said, be the energy you want to attract. Stop chasing people. attract more by being yourself. And I feel this energy during this Mercury retrograde a bit tired. Yes, overwhelm and plenty. If you notice this house, it looks like it's sinking. It's filled with water. Something doesn't feel balanced anymore. Something feels like enough. A message during this Mercury retrograde from your guides, your ancestors. They're saying, do you want to stay stuck? These are emotions as well that could just be feeling like enough. For some of you, I keep hearing your guides say, do you just want to keep blaming the past? Do you want to keep blaming people? I know sometimes you want things to happen immediately, your guides are saying, but they don't. And you are here today. You're planting new seeds. We just had Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde, I'm so sorry, spring equinox. One thing about me in Mercury retrograde, I start stuttering. My words get caught up. But that is what Mercury retrograde is. It's connected with the planet Mercury, which represents communication. Pay attention to the people that you're allowing in your life. Who have you become? What are you trying to rush? Gathering around the power of community. Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be scared also to find more things that fulfill you, that make you happy. I don't know if you can hear in the background. I believe it's a crow. Be more kind with yourself. You know, at times I feel like you have wanted to become a savior for people. That you forgot, wait a minute, I also have a say here. I also have a purpose. Stop, I'm hearing your guides say, like, stop filtering yourself so much. Stop limiting yourself. You're wanting to stay in a box, in a bubble that doesn't serve you anymore. It's like, how do you find that balance, you might question? You have to be wild, but stay soft. Don't become like others. Be yourself. You come from a lineage. I keep connecting with like older ancestors. And it's a lot of women I keep seeing. And they're coming here to ground you. And saying like, you got to be more present for this next chapter, for this next journey. Some of you might be wanting to try the medicine of mushrooms. These are lighting up for me in a different way than in color yellow. So I feel like that's a deeper message. Some of you might want to try that medicine so you can connect more with your deeper self. Something in your soul is asking for more. Definitely this Mercury retrograde, a big message that I'm feeling for option number 2 is about your identity. It's about people that no longer serve you. And it's also about taking ownership. Who did you become that you also allowed that to play out? You forgot to follow your soul. There's a 6, a 6, a 6, a 6. No te preocupes de lo que no puedes controlar, I'm hearing. Don't worry about what you can't control. I'm hearing your guides say you, not others, you must break this cycle. Purify yourself. If you live near the ocean, it's so purifying. Go in there, cleanse your energy, your body, your mind. Some of you are being surrounded by people that you've outgrown. Let them go. Get out of your home. I feel like this Mercury retrograde also for many of you, try not to stay stuck at your home in a certain place. Get out. Spend time with yourself. Forgive yourself so you can forgive others. That's deep. Forgive yourself so you can forgive others. Dance. Enjoy. Live more. Call in your inner child. Plant sunflowers. Do things where you can find your joy. Move, read. I'm also hearing breath work. So if that's not something that you've ever tried, It's such a powerful modality to do to help you with releasing. When I got introduced to breath work, it was at the beginning of my spiritual journey. And that's what helped me unlock and release a lot of stuck energy. So I know that's coming up for me to share it for a reason. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Let me shuffle it, see if any more cards for option number 2 during this Mercury retrograde. Cut those cords. I also offer cutting cords sessions on my website, earthcrystalsconamor.com. I will be hosting a new moon circle virtually if you'd like to join. And I have other offerings as well that I'll be offering in the month of April and in the summertime. I hope to connect with you guys. I'm posting more often on TikTok. I'm always very active on Instagram. If you don't follow me, I'll leave it here on the page. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for continuing to support my magic. At the bottom of the deck for option number 2, Dream Thief. Refusal of the call. Don't stay stuck in places that you've outgrown. Get out of your comfort zone. This Mercury retrograde, don't be scared to spend some time with yourself to get to know this next version. Find some balance so you can show up different, so you can love yourself differently. Don't blame yourself for the way that other people have been showing up or have not been showing up. Trust in this next chapter. Blessings. Last but not least, this is for my option number 3. It is for my Huayuro peony seed. Those come from Peru. Those are used for protection, to attract money, for more stability. I have 2 different decks that are mixed in here. Don't know the names of them, but they definitely represent change. So let's see what's coming up for you guys. Option number 3, during this Mercury retrograde season, what do you need to hear? What is this Mercury retrograde bringing to you? The first one of 2024. Even if you see this video after, I just feel like it's time. I'm hearing this Mercury retrograde is shedding light in this next season, in this next chapter, in this next belief of who do I think I am? Why haven't I been able to start a new chapter? I feel like you're finally admitting to something. You're finally accepting like this needed to be me. Happiness. Oh, to bring you more joy, more happiness, more peace. Dolphins as a spirit animal, they represent self-love. They represent joy. They also come in to remind us to live in the moment. This Mercury retrograde, you're going to have to take it up a notch, I'm hearing from your guides. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, my table was going up. If you can hear it, but there was an owl that was just making noise. To love you, to honor you. Some of my guides are saying, you know, some of the last lessons that you've been learning and you've been accepting and closing cycles, it's for you. I'm hearing that song again. This for me, though. From Break Trophies. You're doing this for you. Be more gentle with yourself. Your light is shining brightly. Some of you are being offered some type of offer. Do not be scared to sign a contract. I know that's one thing we hear a lot in Mercury retrograde. Don't sign a contract. Don't make big purchases. But you can do them. Pay attention to the details. Because communication could be confusing. We might dismiss certain things. But I feel like something is being offered to you that you don't even see it yet. A bigger project. A bigger offer I'm hearing. The project came out. Even if, you know, it doesn't happen specifically in the time frame of Mercury retrograde, it's definitely something that's you're working, making room for it during Mercury retrograde so you can step into a purpose, into a light. Because this card represents like the energy of keep going so you can find what works for you. And then here, you help others, you support others, you have that leadership energy. Huayuro as a crystal, as a bead, that's used mainly in Peru and other countries, is to protect your energy. Maybe for some of you, you're not out and about like you used to. And maybe you're being more selective, or you need to start being more selective of the people. On this Mercury retrograde, you're going to be doing the work. Some of you, you have been facing those shadows, or you're about to start facing those shadows that for many years you ran from them. Not in this next cycle of life, I'm hearing. Live in the moment again. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I feel like somebody here it might be a relationship. I feel like this is somebody you don't have contact with, or you haven't had contact with. Maybe you're going to dream of them. You're going to physically see them. But there's some type of understanding you're having from somebody in your past. And all you can do is just sit and laugh about it. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. You're understanding why something didn't work out. You're accepting it. But you have to stay focused. This Mercury retrograde, you might be feeling overwhelmed with energy. I feel like for many of you that picked this option, maybe you are an empath, someone that absorbs people's energy very easily. Make sure you protect your energy. Stop giving. I'm also hearing like be okay with setting boundaries. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yes. And for this version of you that's ready for more, you might question a lot things from the past and why certain things happen a certain way, I'm hearing. But just know that that's how they needed to happen. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Yes. Don't underestimate who you are. Don't underestimate who you're becoming. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I'm sorry. Look at the owl again making noise. Some of you, I feel like this Mercury retrograde, it is going to have you feeling like busy, like I keep seeing a to-do list. Make sure that you're also finding some time for balance, for recharging. Because I feel like for many of you, you are very well at getting things done. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't get caught up or be in this place where you're like, I always have to be doing something. Just like you need to set boundaries with others, you need to set boundaries with yourself. Keeping a budget, having a bedtime, how much time you're spending on certain things. I'm hearing from your guides like detach a little bit more. Take care of your body, your mind, your soul. Go to the doctor. I don't know why that came out, but get checked if you need to get checked. Set limits with yourself. This year in general, for many of you, you're doing bigger things. That's why you have that leadership energy, but you have to stay focused. That inner child wanting to come in and play and love who you are and who you've become. I feel like for some of you in this Mercury retrograde energy, you're seeing, you're accepting, right? Why? Why did that happen? Okay, I see it. And I'm hearing from your guides, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know what's next always. You just have to keep going. Don't judge yourself or the process. Trust that you're heading, where you need to head. Be okay with understanding that not everyone will agree with you, and that's okay. Start to do more things that you truly enjoy, just for you. Draw, write, dance, create. And it doesn't only always have to be with like a purpose, with a career. What about your downtime? I feel like that's coming up again, especially with the joy energy coming in twice. This Mercury retrograde is also calling in some more peace, some more joy. I feel like your guides are saying, connect more also with your roots, your ancestors. Maybe you've been wanting to read a book, start a class, something along the lines that supports you in your journey. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed emotionally, try to do something to release. Reiki would be good for you. A cleanse would be good for you. Because for some of you, I feel like you definitely have a lot going on, but sometimes you overwhelm yourself. You're exactly where you need to be. This unknown territory that you're heading into is where you need to head. Look at the owl here. Oh, is it focused? Yeah. And then the owl was making noise in the background a bit ago. They represent intuition, trusting yourself, your ancestors guiding you. This Mercury retrograde, you're gonna understand, yes, why certain things happen, and you're finding what works for you and accepting what doesn't work for you. Expect the wondrous to emerge, miracles. Remember, you're working towards a contract, towards more stability. And in this Mercury retrograde, if you feel like, man, when is that time coming? You keep going. Stop and breathe. Stop and enjoy the season. But you keep going. Find more quietness. Find more things that make you happy. Remember, what's meant, I'm hearing your guides say, what's meant for you will only be for you. Look how the birdies starting to chirp very loud for you guys. Your voice matters. I'm going to shuffle one more time, see if anything comes up. Thank you for the energy exchange. I'll be offering Mercury retrograde readings on my website to check in if anybody wants a specific message. I'll also be doing a new moon circle and doing other offerings. My website is earthcrystalsconamor.com. I've been posting more on TikTok. I'm always very active on Instagram. Hope to connect with you guys. And don't be scared of Mercury retrograde. Look at the owl again making noise. Sometimes it feels a little overwhelmed, but when you are aware and you're not ignoring what's coming up, we're going to slide through that. So don't live in no fear. Yes, you're beginning a new cycle. I'm hearing the next 6 months, they're going to be a bit transformational for you. Yes! At the bottom of the deck, trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the energy exchange. Blessings.